I've been editing this video for the past 3 months. There's a part of me that just wants to get it done so that I could be done with it. But also there's another side of me that wants to look back at this video and actually enjoy watching it. So we're just gonna go ahead, refilm some things, probably add some snippets, my previous recordings in here somewhere, somehow. I'll just have to figure it out as we go. YouTube bro is still fucked. I'm so tired. You know, I really thought that I was gonna be able to like talk during this workout, make some really good points. I'm tired. I did it. Ironically, the filming of this video has been such a reflection of the title of this video. I've started this video over several times, some of it planned and scripted. Other times I would just film. And I even started filming and editing a whole nother video in the middle of editing this video, only to come back to this video and hate it. But I'm glad that I decided to give it another go though, because I'm already seeing how much I've improved in just filming, editing, talking to the camera, and even in just like finding my own YouTube style. Really decoding what parts of my life I do want to film, what parts of my life I get to keep for myself. So it's definitely a learning process. I feel like a lot of people consider starting over as an admission to failure or like you're giving up, but there is this element of perseverance that comes with starting over. You know, you're giving yourself another chance, another go at your calling or a goal, whatever it may be. And as you're going after it, you're actively collecting new information that's going to help you get there and supporting evidence that you do have what it takes to achieve it. Another reason why people tend to put off starting over is because they feel like it's too late. Like, I've already invested so much time and energy into this one thing. Sometimes it can feel like a waste. I know me just telling you, well, it's not a waste, won't change the fact that it feels like a waste. This is up here. I'm not enough, this is stupid. If you keep letting those thoughts just like run your life, that's gonna be second nature to you. Those thoughts and belief systems, a habit, that's who you become. Also, here's a quick like little fit check. The hood itself is an accessory, you know? I feel like I look pretty sick as fuck, you know? We are locked and loaded. So I went to the Grove, picked up some things. It's so interesting going there now because I used to work there. You know, Aritzia gave me a place to just get my bearings and gain some sense of consistency until I was ready to pursue my dreams again. Like, my dream wasn't to work at Aritzia. Before I worked at Aritzia, I went to beauty school. And before I went to beauty school, I was in Mexico living what I thought was my dream. And I would literally carry all my work stuff to the beach and work at a cafe, order some food, get some work done, jump in the ocean, eat my food, and keep working until the sun was down. It abruptly came to an end because of a man. Long story short, I was seeing this guy who was originally my business coach. I started doing business with him. He never paid me, ended up leaving me for another woman, got her pregnant, beat her up, has a warrant for his arrest. The woman that he beat up blasted him on social media, and other women came forward saying that he would basically do the same thing that he was doing with me. And yeah, that was kind of hard to get over and move on from. Ultimately, I moved back to LA. I totally gave up on my business because I just didn't trust myself after working with someone like that. He just like warped my entire reality. I never wanted that to happen again. I was really intentional with the time that I spent after that experience to make sure I knew who I was. Spent a lot of time alone, a lot of time crying, a lot of time just in the thick of it. You know, I came out of it learning who I am when no one's looking. That way, I knew who to protect when I was ready to be seen again. So yeah, I've had many lives. But yeah, basically after my dream life was shattered, I decided to go back to LA. I went to beauty school, back into retail just to be out in the world again and like socialize. Made friends and met beautiful people that I still keep in touch with to this day. As someone who has pivoted careers every year since I've turned 18, pause for a full breakdown. I firmly believe that I was meant to be all those things. and experience all those things for the allotted time that I did. Each pivot, each fallout, each failure taught me something valuable and gave me skills and character. Throughout my 20s, I really did treat life like a multiple choice quiz. I approached every question with an idea of what I thought the right answer was and went through each option via process of elimination. And I used what I think was my best judgment at the time to pick an answer. And sometimes the right answer was none of the above. And I just moved on to the next question. Knowing what you're not and what's not for you brings you that much closer to becoming who you're meant to be and doing the thing you're meant to do. I just personally chose to experience everything firsthand, just to be sure. And now that I'm approaching my 30s, I get to reflect, make peace with all the decisions and all the different versions of myself that I've tried out. Castro has some bars to share.
Because I don't necessarily want to carry all the baggage that I picked up throughout my 20s into my 30s. I guess I'm just doing some 20s spring cleaning before I get to my 30s. The lesson I got from making mistakes is invaluable.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And this last thing before I complete this section of the video, there is a book by Julia Cameron. I haven't quite read it yet, but when I was looking for memes to add to this video, her book came up, and I really liked the idea of just starting where you are. And also, just the mere willingness to be a beginner brings wonder to your life, invites more creativity and curiosity. It's not that we're scared to start over, but it's the fact that we're not willing to be beginners again. And that is what keeps you from something. I'm gonna add an audio. I'm gonna add an edit.
Often, when we say it is too late for us to begin something, what we are really saying is that we aren't willing to be a beginner. But when we are willing to dip our toe in, even just a little, we are rewarded with a sense of youthful wonder. Never give in, never give in, never.
What she said. What she said.
I found pepper spray in my bathroom, but I feel like I should leave it in here just in case. I'm gonna hide it. Nobody asked, but I restocked on my moisturizer and toner, the Laneige Cream Skin Peptide. It's a toner and moisturizer. Sometimes this is all I'll put on my skin after washing it, and I'll be pretty set. More foundation. Completely ran out of mine. I kept my empty. Let me see. Oh god, the thing came off. Like, that is done. Took me about a year exactly to get through this. Why do I keep my empties? Because it just feels good to finish things for once. Got this cute little baby tee from Gap. Pants that also unzip into shorts if I want to. Should I do an outfit like transition? Whoopah! I did it! But yeah, this is the fit. I'm a slut for cotton. But yeah. I forgot to make rice. Still fire.
We are headed to church! Rise and shine. All right, we're starting 2026 in my Jesus city.
Isn't this like the coolest thing you've ever seen?
As you can see, I went to service for New Year's Eve, and I was able to end 2025 and start 2026 in worship. And I just find it so reassuring when certain topics come up in church that I've been thinking about on my own. It just feels like God is giving me a thumbs up. It's like a little clue. I'm on the right path. Everything is intentional. And right before midnight, my pastor actually said something that really resonated with me. Do not be afraid to let God hit the reset button. And whether you're religious or not, or a believer, doesn't matter to me. There is something special and great in you. in all of us. And there is a gift that only you can provide the world. And it's something that the world needs. And for me personally, I have found so much peace in trusting God and trusting the God in me. Everything that I've experienced up to this point was intended to mold me into the person that I'm meant to be. Who you are today is who you're meant to be, but it might not be who you're meant to stay. You don't just wake up one day being who you're meant to be without doing the work. And who you are in this moment is just an accumulation of all the decisions from before. But the thing is, if you've been trying to change and trying to be a better version of yourself and it's just not sticking, it's because there's a part of your identity that isn't matching up to your potential. And change is very uncomfortable. Change is dangerous. Our brain is literally hardwired for survival and to keep us safe. And in order to keep us safe, our brain primes us to prefer things that are familiar and predictable. But if you want a future, if you want to be something that you have never been before, you're gonna have to do things that aren't predictable to your brain. And exposing ourselves to discomfort helps prime us for who we know deep down we're meant to be. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean you're not in alignment. There's a quote in Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural. If you focus on the known, you'll get the known. If you focus on the unknown, you create possibility. There's another quote that states, to truly change is to be greater than your environment, to be greater than the circumstances in your life, to be greater than the conditions in your world. It has been a while since I've read this book, but as you can tell, it is literally falling apart. At the time when I was reading it, I didn't like writing in books because I felt like I wanted to preserve it. But it says that if you are confused, it means you're about to learn something new. And the thing is, I am still releasing old habits, belief systems. Every time I press record, especially when I click post, it feels like I'm dying. I literally feel so cringed out. I know I won't always feel that way, but it's gonna take some exposure therapy for me to just get over myself and just let myself be seen. I'll get so excited to show my friends or family a creative project that I've been working on, but the second they watch it or look at it in front of me, I want to disappear. I don't know why, but I'm ready to get over it. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to end this video, and I don't know how helpful this is. I hope this video was at least entertaining. Good job, bro. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, thanks for watching my first YouTube video. I have a few topics in mind that I would like to talk about, just dive into. And if you'd like to help me pick what my next video should be about, hit me up on Instagram. See, I'm already cringing at myself. But to be cringe is to be free. I'm gonna go eat now. Breakfast, bro.